Okay, thank you so much for joining me for my first ever official or sort of official LinkedIn Live for Ask Anything Sundays. Today's topic is going to be about standard deviation models and how you can apply it during the hiring process. Prior to me getting into that, I do have a few slides that I wanted to go over to explain what standard deviation models are. And then from there, you can feel free to ask your questions. All right. So today's topic for Ask Anything Sundays is in regards to creating standard deviation models for deciding different salary factors. So prior to getting to that, I kind of want to go over what exactly standard deviation models are. So this is the standard deviation formula. Of course, you have one for sample as well as population, but I'm not going to get into all of that. This is just, to show you what the formula would look like. The meaning of standard deviation just means how far from the normal, how far is your number or your salary offering is from the normal. The standard deviation is a measure of how spread out numbers are from the mean. And the purpose of a standard deviation formula or calculation is to measure how dispersed the data is in relation to the mean. Low standard deviation means data is usually clustered around the mean, and high standard deviation indicates data is more spread out, meaning it's farther from the normal. So, standard deviation for deciding salary benefits. The standard deviation can be thought of as the average distance or dispersion of workers' earnings from the industry's mean, or for any particular given role. And this is important for many different reasons because you want to make sure that your salary is competitive and fair, especially with remote working. You want to make sure that the salary is competitive for the areas in which you're hiring, as well as to, have the ability to create different strategies around it. This is beneficial to determine if salaries are competitive in the industry for your area and even nationally if the position is remote. Calculations can include if available salary is tied into experience, such as are higher salaries paid out over time. I actually have a case study in regards to this where it goes more into depth, where higher salaries are tied into years of experience or how long a particular individual worked at a company. The third benefit is if salaries are not competitive, you can offer other benefits and timelines, such as establishing equity in shares. For example, I've even gotten some offers where they can't offer me a full salary, but a company may offer me shares in a company, and they may have like a projection or a prediction model over time, how much they would earn and how that would affect my salary or shares in a company. Okay. It seems like my software is a little bit stuck, but that in a nutshell is what standard deviation is, as it can be applied to deciding what salaries you want to give to potential candidates. I do want to show you briefly uh, a case study that I'm actually working on. I don't want to get too much into detail in regards to this because it's kind of complex, but I will have a full, complete, complex case study that will show you the differences. But pretty much here, I did create the standard deviation formulas for a particular, uh, well, I can't say which company that it is, but uh, it's I'm trying to be careful with what I'm going to say, but pretty much the formulas for this particular dashboard is the maximum pay for a particular role, as well as the calculation of the average base pay and the standard deviation model against what they've paid out over the years. So, again, this is a little bit complex, and I can actually show a complete study another time. So, anyway, guys, I don't want to make this too long and drawn out. I do want you to ask your questions in regards to data and marketing. Can you guys hear me? Because I'm not sure if you can. Let me know if you can hear me because I'm not sure what's going on. I'm trying to get this in. But if you guys can hear me, then great. It sounds like, or it looks like the microphone is working just fine. I wanted to answer Travis's question. Can you guys hear me? Because I'm not sure if you can. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh, I got so much stuff going on. Look, it's a little bit rough, but I'm getting better at this as time goes on. In regards to location of worker versus location of employer, it can make a difference, Travis. It more so makes a difference the for the worker. So if you're hiring remotely, to make sure that the industry standard for that salary in that area is ideal, and that it fits the standard of living in that industry. Let's see. Adam says, I've been finding the state tax implications for finding remote work is a big factor in my job search. Yes, that can be a factor. That can definitely be a factor as well. It really depends on the role, the location, among many other things. Oh, great. I've noticed there's a really a delay here where I can't really, like, I get a delay when seeing things. Okay, so if you guys don't have any other questions, then I may end this out. I applaud myself for just doing it. I know I'm doing it at odd hours only because I don't want to uh, you know, I'm just now getting used to doing the live. So if you guys have any other questions in regards to data and marketing or in regards to applying a standard deviation model to make any decisions that you have in your business, please feel free to let me know. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining.